Grand Rising, kings and queens. It's your girl, Mel B, and this is the Mel B's Morning Kickstart Show. And today is Tell Me Something Good Tuesday, and I want you to start this morning thinking about what's going right. Whether it's a small win or a big breakthrough, speak life into it. All right, let's get started. Your morning affirmation today is I receive goodness in all forms. I celebrate every win, no matter the size. Joy flows to me and through me with ease. All right, our word of the day is reference. Deep respect for someone or something. It's reverence. Deep respect for someone or something. Treat your dreams with reverence. They deserve action, not apology. All right, our urban word of the day, or rather our hood word of the day, is tapped in. Being fully connected, aware, or in the loop. I'm tapped in with my goals and turn out drama. All right, this morning let's go to the news. New York. The city is calm after recent political protests, but all eyes are upcoming federal decisions. The financial district is anticipating a quarter-point rate cut that could impact lending and credit access. Atlanta. Local entrepreneurs are celebrating the relaunch of a city-backed small business grant program offering 20,000 K to women and Black-owned businesses affected by post-pandemic slowdowns. Miami. Officials are monitoring tropical disturbances in the Atlantic. Though no direct threats are currently forecasted, local tourism remains strong despite travel cost hikes. Houston. City officials are urging residents to limit outdoor activity due to extreme heat. As temperatures hover in the mid-90s, emergency cooling centers remain open. Los Angeles. Actor walkouts may finally end as studios and union reps resume talks over streaming rights and AI usage. Several indie productions are already back on the set. In Chicago, the mayor's office is pushing forward with a new public safety program that incorporates mental health workers alongside patrol officers in targeted communities. Washington, D.C. Flood watches are in effect as heavy rain moves through the mid-Atlantic. Congress makes locked-in debate over student loan relief and government funding. Good morning, Summer. Tampa. Scientists confirm red tide levels are dropping along the coast, leading to increased tourism and beach reopenings across Pinellas County. Tarpon Springs. Community pride was on display at the annual Greek Cultural Festival, drawing in record attendance with food, music, and traditional dancing. Vancouver. Environmental groups praised the city's latest Green Careers campaign with which will fund over 1,000 youth positions in climate science, forestry, and sustainability. Ontario. Schools are housing Indigenous authors and speakers as part of Indigenous Literary Week. Book drives and cultural education programs are in full swing. Kingston. Farmers are seeing improved crop yields thanks to a new co-op initiative that provides bulk pricing and on fertilizers and tools. Montego Bay. A new resort expansion promises hundreds of jobs and increase in tourism revenue, boosting local businesses and opportunities. Ocho Rios. Residents gathered for a community health fair focused on diabetes prevention, with free screenings and fitness workshops offered. Negril. Marine biologists launched a new coral reef restoration project involving local students and diving clubs, promoting ecotourism. Cayman Islands. The National Bank announced phase 2 of its digital currency pilot, with more small vendors now accepting e-payments. All right, on to the weather. In New York, it's going to be mostly sunny with a high of 76 degrees, low around 62. Calm winds, no major storms expected. Atlanta, high of 86, humid and partly cloudy. Slight chance of evening showers. Miami, hot and humid, scattered showers late afternoon in the high 90s. Houston, very hot and sticky, high near 95 with real feel near 102. Oh my goodness. Fried egg out there, huh? Los Angeles, a cloudy morning, clearing of 77 degrees, low humidity with a light breeze. Chicago, sunny with highs near 78, slight cool down overnight to 60 degrees. Washington, D.C., cloudy and breezy, high 82 degrees with intermittent showers. Tampa, thunderstorms likely, high of 85 degrees with possible localized flooding. Oh, Tarpon Springs, rain showers early with breaks of sun around 82 degrees. Vancouver, clear and comfortable, a high of 75 and a low near 60. Ontario, warm and dry, high of 84 with low humidity and sunny skies. Kingston, high and sunny, high of 88 with humidity in the 70% range. Montego Bay, thunderstorms likely in the afternoon with a high of 89. Ocho Rios, humid with passing storms with a high of 87. Negril, partly cloudy, warm with a high of 88. And the Cayman Islands, mixed sunshine, clouds, and a high of 87 with light ocean breeze. Okay, all right. Everybody seems to be either hot today or dealing with rain. All right, now on to sports. I have a lot of sports stuff here for you. So, all right, starting with the NFL, we have the Eagles beat the Cowboys 27-20. Jalen Hurts throws for 285 yards. I have college football. Georgia pulled out a dramatic overtime win against Tennessee, capping a comeback with a game-winning touchdown. LSU edged Florida with a 23-yard touchdown pass and multiple defense highlights. All right. In boxing, I have Terrence Crawford is set to face Canelo Alvarez for the undisputed super middleweight champion title. Crawford's rise has been dubbed the fight he wasn't supposed to win. In tennis, the U.S. Davis Cup team was stunned by the Czech Republic in Delray Beach. Despite a strong doubles win, singles losses by Taylor Fritz and Francis Tiafoe sealed a 3-2 defeat. Good morning, Ray. All right, and in the NBA, Stephen Curry hints in front office future. Jalen Green in Fashion Week altercation. And Kawhi Leonard's endorsement scandal resurfaces. Oh boy. WNBA. We have Liberty 96-87 in the Sky. Aces 103-75 beat the Sparks. And Lynx 72-53 over Valkyries. In baseball, we got Yankees 9-3 over the Tigers. The Phillies 6-4 over the Mets. And the Mariners 7-6 over the Angels. In Canada, let's see, I just have our broadcast for Canada. But their upcoming games are the Blue Jays versus the Mariners on the September 16th, and Blue Jays versus the Rays, September 19th through the 21st. Jamaica College opens Manning Cup with 7-0 win. Bailey Catamarteri scores first international goal. In track and field, Oblique Seville and Keyshawn Thompson advance in a 100-meter race. Danielle Williams leads 100-meter hurdles qualifiers. In cricket and baseball, Jamaica versus Cuba, September 17th, which is tomorrow, and Jamaica versus Honduras on September 21st. Okay, that's all for sports. Now we have our, today is Tell Me Something Good Tuesday. So, I would like to know what's one good thing that happened in your life this week. Well, for me, I actually got to go and visit my mom, who's not doing very well, but it was on my heart to go and see her. So I did go and see her, and she's doing wonderful. She's upbeat, and it made me happy. It really touched my heart this week. I did get a DM from someone about a kid that saved their little sister from drowning in the pool. And I can't remember. I'm sorry, I didn't write down the name of the person that sent it to me, but I don't think they really wanted it to be publicly known. But I would like to really, shout out to kids that are out here doing good things in school. I know school just started, or in sports or anything. If anybody has any kind of, information regarding that, please DM me. I would love to shout them out on the show. All right, then. Well, let's move on to our book club. We are still reading 48 Laws of Power. We are on Law 5, which is so much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Your reputation is a silent ambassador. Once it's tarnished, recovery is uphill. What do people say when your name isn't in the room? Does that mean that you're not doing what you're supposed to do? Does that mean, you're not, on anybody's mind or anything? But I prefer to be silent. I prefer to not be in anybody's mind, on nobody's mind, or in their mouth, gossiping. I don't give anybody a reason to, you know what I mean? I say to myself, I don't bother anybody. I do what I'm supposed to do, but there's always somebody watching, always, and like when you were in high school, your reputation means everything. If your reputation gets tarnished for whatever, like it says, it's an uphill battle trying to get your reputation and you out of people's mouth. Well, even when you're an adult, people still gonna talk about you anyway, and like I said yesterday, you're gonna have haters even if you know or if you don't. Anywho, we have our cause of the day. Our cause of the day is dementia. Dementia describes a group of conditions that affect memory, reasoning, and social skills. Alzheimer's is the most common. So symptoms of dementia include confusion, memory loss, mood swings, and wandering. You get a lot of seniors that, just wander out of their house or out of a nursing home, and they get confused easily. If they, try to go for a walk, they get confused on where they're supposed to go. Um, and it's scary. That's why we get a lot of those silver alerts. So prevention for dementia, some suggestions are exercise, social engagement, and managing heart health. That too is a big one with dementia. A lot of people do have the congestive heart failure with that as well. I know my mom does. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact Alzheimer's Association. The number there is 1-800-272-3900. Once again, that number is 272, 3900. And also you can reach them at www.alz.org. Okay, our tiny history of the day. On this day, September 16th, 1974, President Gerald Ford announced a conditional amnesty for draft evaders of the Vietnam War. This act was a controversial step towards national healing post-conflict and aimed to restore unity during a divisive time in American history. The amnesty required 2 years of public service as repayment. All right, our tech tip of the day is digital business cards. I don't think I've ever seen these, but forget paper. QR-based digital business cards like Hi, Hello, and Popo let you instantly share your contact information, social media portfolio, and booking links. Great for networking, and they update automatically if your info changes. Bonus, eco-friendly and stylish. I'm gonna have to look into that. Finance tip of the day: emergency fund essentials. A stash for unplanned expenses like car repairs, medical bills, or job loss. Start with $500 to $1,000. Work towards 3 to 6 months of expenses. Use a high yield savings account. So check with your bank and try to and find out what that high yield savings account percentage is. All right, in lifestyle, we have our food recipe of the day, which is garlic butter herb chicken thighs. Say that 3 times. Garlic butter herb chicken thighs. Okay. So what we do is that we season the chicken thighs with garlic, thyme, rosemary, salt, and pepper. We sear with olive oil until golden brown. Add butter and fresh herbs, then bake at 375 for 25 minutes. Serve with mashed sweet potatoes or a side salad. That sounds pretty good. Our beverage today is strawberry basil sparkler. Muddle fresh strawberries and basil leaves. Add lime juice and pour over sparkling water. Garnish with a basil sprig and a slice of strawberry. Add a splash of vodka for a cocktail twist. All right, men's health tip: get an annual physical exam and monitor blood pressure and cholesterol levels, especially after 40. All right, women's beauty tip of the day: apply vitamin C serum in the morning before sunscreen. It helps brighten skin, fade dark spots, and fight free radicals. Our relationship love tip for today: practice active listening. Put down your phone and give your partner undivided attention. Connection lives in the present. All right, our fun fact for today: you spend 33 years of your life in bed, 7 of those just trying to fall asleep. I think mine is a little bit higher than that. Our fun holiday today is National Guacamole Day. Celebrate with chips, lime, and a little spice. All right, our music and entertainment information for today. Chloe Bailey announces her first solo U.S. tour titled In My Glow Era, launching this fall with intimate venues and acoustic sets. Buju Banton, I hope I said that right, teased a new collaboration with Burna Boy, blending Afro beats and reggae vibes. Fans are hyped for a potential late 2025 release. Rihanna confirmed in a Fenty live stream that she's finally in studio sessions again, hinting that her 2025 drop will lean into island soul meets trap ballads. Can't wait to hear that. Zaz Saturn hit 1 billion streams globally. Her label hinted at deluxe visuals coming to Apple Music this month. All right, and our song of the day is Get It Together by India Ari. All righty, let's see where we're going next. We are going to celebrity gossip. Zendaya and Tom Holland were spotted house hunting in London's Notting Hill neighborhood. Sources say they're ready to settle down. Uh-oh, another marriage. Cardi B clapped back at trolls after her viral feathered Met Gala look. She posted a fierce IG story stating, "Y'all could never." Man, that sound like Cardi. Drake posted a cryptic IG story with just a lightning bolt emoji and a studio photo, possibly teasing his surprise album rumored for October. And Tyler Perry is reportedly working on a dramatic miniseries for Netflix centered around Southern Black matriarchs. Filming starts in Atlanta next month. All right, celebrity birthdays. We got Prince Harry is 41, Tom Hardy is 47, and Keke Palmer is 32. All right, in African American history today, we have Bessie Coleman, first African American woman and Native American pilot. Trained in France, became a flying legend. Frederick Douglass, abolitionist, publisher of the North Star, and advisor to the U.S. presidents. Thurgood Marshall, the first Black U.S. Supreme Court justice, won Brown versus Board of Education. All right, our inventors of the day, Lonnie Johnson invented the Super Soaker and worked on NASA's Galileo mission. Galileo mission. I need to put my glasses on, that's all. Marion Croak developed VoIP tech powering Zoom and Skype. She has over 200 patents. Benjamin Banneker built the first striking clock in America, mapped Washington, D.C., and published almanacs. All right, our horoscope for today. Aries, lead boldly, but stay humble. Your energy is contagious. Taurus, invest in your peace today. Not every offer deserves a yes. Gemini, filter your thoughts before you speak. Power lives in words. Cancer, emotions rising. Don't drown. Write, cry, release. Leo, you're magnetic today. Use it to uplift, not just impress. Virgo, celebrate progress, not perfection. Take a break. Libra, charm works better with boundaries. Say no with grace. Scorpio, a secret will surface. Breathe. You've been ready. Sagittarius, you're craving something wild. Even a walk can be a reset. Capricorn, grind mode on, but rest is also productive. Aquarius, talk less, observe more. What you need is in silence. Pisces, romance or delusion? Pause and ask, is this mutual? All right. Our riddle of the day: I can fill a room but take up no space. I can be loud or soft and still carry weight. What am I? Let me know in the chat or DM me and let me know the answer. All right. For our closing of today, our closing affirmation of the day: do not survive, thrive. Smile without a reason, love without an apology, and shine without shrinking. It's Tell Me Something Good Tuesday, and you are the good. And remember, I said what I said, period.